Alright guys, ZFR Gaming back here again today, and pretty much we are going to be talking about Negan and the Saviors and whether or not they actually rape people. And I know right off the bat that sounds like a pretty serious thing to talk about, because you know rape is a pretty real and scary and horrible thing that a lot of people do go through in real life. So obviously there's some tension surrounding this subject right now. And after the previous episode, there are a lot of questions floating around about it. I've actually seen quite a few people leaving comments and stuff asking about that, just kind of wondering if it's going to be a thing on the show. And pretty much I want to just talk about, because there actually is an answer for it, I believe. And if they do anything like the comic books, it's going to kind of play a somewhat important role, is what I'm trying to say here. So without further ado, let's get in this. But before I do, actually, I just want to say, I know I was supposed to do the preview for the next episode today, but I'm kind of stripped for time, so we'll just save that for tomorrow. But anyway, getting into this topic. So, if you notice, throughout this episode, there was a lot of really weird and somewhat creepy scenes that just gave you that kind of creepy vibe, like that kind of made the Saviors feel like not only jerks, complete jerks, but also kind of like rapists in a way. Like, first scene that comes into mind, I hear a lot of people talking about, is the white, kind of messing with Rosita, kind of poking at her. Like, I really don't think he was like looking at her like that, if I'm being honest. I think that was much more just the white kind of, just messing with her because he met her before. I think that's what that was. I mean, I don't know. He might have been, poking at her in kind of a flirty way, I guess. I guess you can definitely say that. But I don't think that was really his intentions behind that. Two, the next scene we see where this kind of comes into play is freaking Negan with Maggie. Like, freaking Negan pretty much says like how he wanted to pretty much take Maggie back with him and want to hook up with her and everything, and maybe even make her one of his wives, even after he murdered Glenn and pretty much killed her husband. Like, and this was pissing Rick off. But luckily Father Gabriel came out of nowhere. I love the part where Negan just spins around. It's like, whoa, you are creepy as shit with that creepy collar and that really scary looking smile and stuff. I love that part. But pretty much Father Gabriel comes in and lies to him and tells him Maggie is dead and stuff. Which a lot of people actually didn't catch. I don't know how some people missed that, but some people thought they were actually standing over Glenn and Abraham's grave at Alexandria, and that's not the case. Glenn and Abraham are actually buried at the hilltop, because that's where Maggie and Salsa took them in episode 1. But yeah, like, anyway, getting back on topic here. So yeah, Negan's talking about how he wanted to go back with Maggie, and he wasn't really saying he wanted to rape her or anything, but some people still got that vibe from that. And then the scene that really sealed the deal on this was when that older dude, he looked like he was at least 40 or late 30s, like he was like totally kind of flirting with Enid. Like, it was kind of, I'm gonna admit, that scene was really creepy. It definitely did send some chills up the spine. It set off your freaking rapist radar. I'm pretty sure everybody got that from that scene. That dude was definitely up to some pedophilia there. He's messing with her about the balloons. He took the balloons that her and Glenn used to signal everybody to let them know they were back last season. and she's pretty much like give him back, and he's like say please. He makes her say please like 4 times, and then he does this creepy thing where he runs his finger over her face, kind of like you would do in like a romantic situation. It was really freaking creepy. But yeah, that pretty much sealed the deal for a lot of people. But I just want to clear this up by saying that the saviors actually really don't rape, or at least in most cases they don't. Like they're not allowed to, pretty much. Like, for those of you who don't know it yet, and there's probably a lot of you, because they haven't really gone over it too much in the show. They had one little clip from episode 3 of this season where Negan's talking to the White about you know, picking one of the girls that he wants to have some fun with or whatever. He says as long as she's willing, and pretty much that kind of confirms right there that Negan still has, you know, his set of morals that he does from the comics. He does not believe in rape in the comics, and I don't think he believes in it in the show either. As a matter of fact, he's heavily against it. I mean heavily. Like, if like in the comics, I'm not gonna spoil any characters, but in the comics, Negan actually did catch one of the saviors trying to rape a woman, and like he like killed the dude on the spot. Like, he killed him instantly, like because he's just like, we do not rape. Like, I mean, that's pretty much one of Negan's real big rules that he enforces in his group. They don't rape people. They just don't do it. He thinks it's pretty, I guess he actually looks at from a moral standpoint that it's disgusting and it's a horrible thing to do to a person. So yeah, I really hope they are still sticking to that on the show. It's kind of hard to tell after this episode, but I don't think that they are. I think Negan is still against rape, because like I said, he never really kind of, you know, mentioned forcing Maggie to go with him or anything like that. Like, he did mention he would ask her or whatever, or he wanted to take her with him and all that. No, he actually did say I was gonna ask her to come back with me. So, you know, I don't think he's going for that. Like, and the reason I'm making this video once again is because, like, there were some people who were worried about this, and like I know some people were like, should I have my rape radar ready to go off so I like prepare myself for something? Don't worry, it's probably not gonna happen. Although I'm warning everybody, later on next season we might have a scene where someone almost gets raped, like I said, but Negan is going to step in. I think that's what's going to happen. Like, it's not actually gonna happen because Negan, like I said, is just really against it. And I feel like this is also kind of an important thing to talk about, because it just kind of goes to show you that the saviors, well, the saviors are pretty bad, but Negan actually isn't that horrible of a character. It's easy to look at Negan as such a bad dude from the perspective we have on him now, after, you know, he attacked the group of survivors we've been with since the beginning. Like, but he's actually not that bad of a dude. He has his morals, and, you know, he's doing what he thinks is right. Like, you know, so yeah. But anyway, I don't want to make this video too long. I'm wondering how this video is gonna go and everything. Like, I'm probably not gonna be able to monetize it because of YouTube's new terms and policy, but whatever. But anyway, guys, thanks so much for watching. Don't forget to hit that like button and hit that subscribe button. Really help me out. And don't forget to just have a good day, guys. Thank you so much for watching once again, and I will see you guys on the next video. ZFR out.